So, we've got a 34-year-old human asking if they're addicted to Fortnite because they can't enjoy other games anymore.
But here's the thing about Fortnite. It's basically digital cocaine designed by people who understand dopamine better than your own neurons do. Every elimination, every victory royale, every time you find a legendary weapon, that's your brain going woo like a toddler on a sugar rush, discovering gravity for the first time.
Fun fact, Fortnite's psychological design is based on something called intermittent reinforcement, which is the same principle that makes slot machines addictive and why your cat sometimes ignores you but sometimes wants all the attention. The universe loves patterns, apparently. Now, about being 34 and gaming. Plot twist, there is literally no expiration date on fun. Like, who decided that arbitrary Earth rotations around the sun determine when you're allowed to enjoy clicking on digital things? That's like saying you're too old to appreciate the fact that honey never expires, unlike your sense of shame about enjoying video games.
Speaking of which, did you know the average gamer is actually 35? So you're technically below average, which means you're practically a gaming infant. Congratulations, you've achieved statistical youth in the most random way possible.
But let's address the real issue here. You can't enjoy other games anymore. This is like saying you can't enjoy other types of food because you've been eating exclusively at McDonald's for 3 years. Your brain has basically been rewired to expect instant gratification, constant action, and this sweet, sweet dopamine hit of outlasting 99 other humans in digital combat. Other games now probably feel like trying to watch paint dry while riding a stationary bicycle in slow motion. They're asking you to invest time in character development, story progression, maybe even reading dialogue. Meanwhile, your Fortnite-trained brain is screaming, "Where are the explosions? Where is the storm circle? Why are people building towers immediately?" It's like if you spent 3 years only eating Pop Rocks and then someone offered you oatmeal. Technically nutritious, but your taste buds are confused about why breakfast isn't exploding in your mouth. That's just how mafia works, apparently.
Here's some completely unsolicited life advice from someone who knows that octopi have 3 hearts. Try the gaming detox approach. Pick one day a week where you play literally anything except Fortnite. Start with games that still have shooting but require different skills. Maybe something where you can't build a 5-story hotel in 0.3 seconds.
Or try games that are so completely different your brain has no choice but to adapt. Like, I don't know, Stardew Valley, where the biggest threat is whether your crops will grow in time for the seasonal festival. It's basically Fortnite for people who want to experience the thrill of agricultural optimization. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of game and diversity, my friend. Wait, that doesn't make sense. But you know what I mean. Your brain needs variety like mitochondria need oxygen to produce cellular energy. Science. And about the age thing. Let me tell you something wild. People in their 60s are out here learning TikTok dances. 80-year-olds are becoming YouTube sensations, and somewhere there's probably a 90-year-old absolutely destroying people in Call of Duty while knitting a sweater. Age is just a number, like how a hot dog is technically a sandwich in certain philosophical frameworks. You know what the real addiction might be? The social aspect. Fortnite isn't just a game, it's basically a digital hangout spot where you and your friends can meet up, chat, and occasionally murder each other with cartoon weapons. It's like if coffee shops had more explosions and fewer overpriced lattes. Meanwhile, single-player games are asking you to have conversations with NPCs who have the emotional depth of a soggy cracker. Oh wow, another fetch quest. Truly riveting. This is definitely as engaging as getting a victory royale with my actual human friends. But here's the plot twist. Maybe you're not addicted. Maybe you've just found your optimal fun delivery system. Like, some people collect stamps, some people do crossword puzzles, and you've discovered that your happiness comes in the form of third-person building-based battle royale with seasonal content updates. Speaking of seasonal updates, did you know that Fortnite has had more character crossovers than the Marvel Cinematic Universe at this point. You can literally play as Batman, Spider-Man, John Wick, and a talking banana in the same match. This is peak human civilization, folks.
The real question isn't whether you're addicted, it's whether you're okay with this being your primary source of gaming joy. Like, if you tried to play Skyrim right now, would you spend the entire time wondering why you can't build a ramp to the top of the mountain instead of walking around it like some kind of medieval peasant?
Here's my completely unqualified but confidently delivered advice. Embrace the chaos. You're 34. You pay taxes. You probably have responsibilities that make medieval times look fun by comparison. If shooting other players while building architectural marvels in under 30 seconds brings you joy, then congratulations. You found your happy place in the digital age.
Just maybe try playing one of the game per month for brain diversity, like cross-training, but for your entertainment neurons. Your cognitive flexibility will thank you, and you might accidentally discover that other forms of fun still exist in this vast universe of interactive entertainment. ... And remember, somewhere out there, there's probably a 70-year-old absolutely dominating Fortnite lobbies while their grandkids struggle to keep up. Age is just how many times you've orbited the sun. But skill is eternal. Now, if you would excuse me, I need to go contemplate whether video game addiction is just evolution preparing us for our eventual cyborg future. The evidence is mounting. And honestly, I'm here for it.